Welcome back, everybody. This is Ian Brown from IBCollects1989 on Instagram, and I'm coming to you today with the nice big old COMC order. I really do like COMC. I know it's been getting a bad rep, and I've had my issues with it, where I think I submitted this order on January 5th, and originally it said it wasn't getting shipped out till April 3rd. So at least now it came in about just under a month earlier than they thought it would. But the fact that it took almost 3 months to get the order sent out is a little crazy. But at least for me, it's PC pickups. So if I have to wait, I'm annoyed, but it's okay. Because everything came, it's always packaged very well. And they have such an amazing variety, I guess, of stuff. And it fits into my collecting perfectly, and it's very, very affordable. So we got some Pokemon, some football, some baseball, and then what you guys all know me better for, hockey. So let's start with some of the Pokemon first. So Sabrina's Gazed. So basically, if you guys know anything really about Pokemon, they had these like banned Japanese art cards. Well, this is the American version of it. They basically change the artwork, that way it looks like she's throwing the Pokeball and not flipping you off. So me and I think my brother-in-law were kind of collecting all the band cards, and I was like, oh, you know what, let me get the English card version of it too, just to give it a little comparison when I put it in a binder. So speaking on that same trail, now this is the Grimer. If you guys know about the band version, his eyes are actually looking up to that way and up, so kind of looks like he's looking up her skirt. But I got the English version now because I already have the band version. So there we go. Switching over to some football. A nice Bowman's Best, Chad Pennington. Love Bowman's Best. They always have these nice, really nice looking refractors. And as you can tell, the card's in very good shape for something that's from 2003, numbered to 499. I loved watching Chad Pennington play. He was so awesome. And then this one here, the Gold X-Fractor Mike Nugent for the Kicker Collection. Topps Chrome, numbered to 399. Really, really cool card from 2005. I am a big Kickers fan, and then I was also a very big Mike Nugent fan when he played for the Jets. Now that we have Geno Smith back, this is just really weird circle. Hopefully this time his jaw doesn't get broken again. So, yeah, that was the football pickups. So let's go on to a little bit of baseball. As we all know, my fascination with David Wright, my favorite player for the Mets all time. So right here is a stack of his David Wright cards. I'm on the road to try to collect one of every version of his base card. Because the Dynasty stuff can get expensive. You start getting into numbered stuff. It gets a little crazy. But let's go with a nice Bowman black border on the facsimile autograph. Very nice card. Classics. Sometimes you get some of these artwork looking cards. It's really, really funny from Panini. Not probably one of my favorite designs, but actually not too bad. All right. David Wright. Got this classic cardboard kind of look to it. Definitely thought it was interesting. Almost looks more like a playing card than a sports card. Gypsy Queen gets a lot of bad rap. They don't make the product anymore, but I do think that they did have pretty good photography. It's almost like Stadium Club without being Stadium Club. So we got two more from David Wright there. Concentrating very hard, trying to throw that ball over there. But yeah. Another two ones, and when I tell you, I think I got, this card was, 10 cents, and, this one was, 20 cents. That's what I love about COMC. And you can just find this stuff everywhere. All right, how about some David Wright, Fleer, The Lumber Company. Really cool. Really, really cool. Very, very affordable. I love it. David Wright, 2006 Home Run Derby. I remember getting these cards growing up. This just classic look. And then how about a little bit of Panini Prism? We got the blue border and the red, white, and blue border. I really do. Like, these cards are really nice. I've always been a fan of Panini Baseball. I know it's not licensed. I think it looks really cool, so to me it doesn't really matter that it's not licensed. All right, let's keep going on the baseball train here. We got a Carlos Delgado. I thought it was kind of fun because I like Carlos Delgado as a player when he played for the Marlins and for the Mets. But I always found it funny that you have the Mets logo, Marlins uniform. I think that's why I got this card more than anything else. A little bit of El Duque, Mr. Orlando Hernandez. Most people remember him mainly as a New York Yankee, but he did pitch for the Mets. Blue border on the Bowman. This one's numbered to 500. And then how about an orange border, which I believe was numbered to 250. Yep. With the facsimile auto, which is kind of cool. The opening day, I love the look of this card. It is such New York Mets. The white, the blue, the orange, that whole white border really frames it all well together, especially since they're wearing the white homes. Oh, just a beautiful, beautiful looking card. These are numbered to 2007 because these cards were from 2007, as we would guess. But yeah, this just design is such a beautiful looking card. And then this one, non-numbered, I saw the imagery and I thought the imaging was really, really cool. The classic El Duque, big old leg kick up there. El Duque nails it in the postseason. Really, really nice card. They definitely didn't disclose this because you can see there is some damaging going on. But this is stuff that's going to sit in my collection, so it sucks that it wasn't really on there for corner wear, but it is still a very, very nice card. And COMC is usually very, very good at putting that information on there. And a lot of times I don't mind bidding on something that has that wear to it because, like I said, it's going in my personal collection and I can get a little bit more of a discount on it. All right, now why everybody is here, hockey. So the first part of here is going to be part to the Hall of Fame binder that I have been creating. So all these guys and gals are in the NHL Hall of Fame. So it's going to go into those parts in the slots, and I get to mark off a couple more. So we get to start here. Nice little game breaker, Paul Correa. And please let me know down below as we're going through it. What's your favorite card? What card are you like, What card are you like, I can't believe you bought that? What are you doing? And just let me know. I like to have a conversation, all that. Or if you see cards in here where you're like, I can't believe you bought a Vincent Trocheck card for when he played for the Rangers instead of the Panthers, or vice versa, go ahead. Let me know what you guys think. I'm going to Mark Recchi. OPC Platinum color wheels. I have just I don't know. Like, I have such a fascination for these. I love them so much. So much color. They're very clean, especially when they come through. Like, you can really see it is such a nice, beautiful looking card. Jacques Plante from the SP Signatures. The Signatures Legends Editions cards, if you can find the box is expensive. But literally, I think I got this card for $1. Hall of Famer, legend of hockey, and I literally got this for $1. Yes, it's a facsimile auto, but still. These people are some of the building blocks of this great game that we get to watch now. It's insane to me how affordable they can be, really. Henry Ricard. God, look at the skates. Look at how the boards were back then. Forget the fact that they're not wearing helmets, but the ice the way it is. The Pocket Rocket. So cool. And, getting to listen and learning more and more about these players and how they develop the game is just such a great kind of tool. If you're kind of new to hockey cards and you want to learn more about the building block, honestly, the Hockey Card Gong Show on the Monday podcast, they do a get to know your Hall of Famer. It's a great way to kind of learn about the sport and go from there. That's kind of how I decided I wanted to make this Hall of Fame binder. So listening to that segment on their podcast, I wanted to learn more than what I just got from them. Hey, Jana Hannaford, Team Canada. This one on the Tim Horton cards. Beautiful shine to it. I like the design. Gives me very like Sentinel X-Men kind of vibe. All right, Doug Harvey, first team All-Star. I like this card for him because just because of this background. You get the classic NHL shield behind him. Yeah, most people would want like a playing time, maybe on the ice or some kind of picture like that. I just like this classic look with the shield behind it as well. And then Danielle Goulet. Going for the gold. Hey, you guys put up a hell of a fight. Thankfully, the Americans were able to pull it off. All right, now a new project that I've been working on is a Young Guns binder. So I picked up 2 Young Guns while I was on COMC. How about a Pavel Bure? Still in the triple CP Young Guns. It's in criminal. Like, I literally think I got this card for less than like $2, or maybe it was like $2. And I think a PSA 10 sold for like 80. So if it was, I'm not going to send it out to grade to flip because I just really want the card. But there might be a possibility on here because you don't really see his market going up and down like this. Maybe there's a chance. Buy a bunch of them online and see what happens. And then Sergei Fedorov. Went on a big Fedorov binge recently. I saw that documentary, The Russian Five, and such a fascinating story. So I looked into more and I got to watch some more of the old clips of them back then, especially fighting off the Avalanche and all that. Amazing player, amazing story. I just bought another card from Tsunami Sports Cards. He got for me because I couldn't make it to a trade night, which was a dual stick with Fedorov and Lindros. So once I get that card from him, I will definitely be posted on Instagram. So if you'd like to check it out, it's really, really cool. But yeah. Then these are just a bunch of blue tracks, the blue ice tracks. They are such cool parallels in platinum. You can never go wrong with them, especially when they're Ranger blue too. It's like a Matt Zuccarello. Like, look at that shine. Look at that cosmic like pattern. Very geometric. Man, the blue ice is such a cool one. Like platinum, like the color wheels, the ice tracks, the violet pixels. I don't know. The only one I think I really have not liked was like matte pink. That might be the only like platinum parallel I don't like. Everything else to me is just a banger. So Matt Zuccarello on the blue ice tracks. A Vincent Trocheck. I am so surprised he is still a Ranger. I figured if there was one player that was definitely leaving before the trade deadline, was going to be him, because he is like the Swiss Army knives of centers. Like, any team you bring him onto your team, he like somehow automatically makes you better. I mean, I'm a diehard Ranger fan, and he somehow made Lafreniere look like an actual player. And God bless, I don't know what's wrong with that guy. He can't seem to put it together. Jonathan Huberdeau. Back before he was, when he was still good. I don't know what happened in Calgary, I'm telling you. And then we'll end with an Aaron Ekblad. If you guys saw my recent post on Instagram, you'll actually see I've just picked up a couple more Ekblads. I got his Future Watch Auto and a signature patches from the Cup. His stuff is really cheap. I think it's because he keeps getting hurt, especially down here in Florida. People don't like him. I was having this conversation with a couple of buddies that are Lightning fans, and they really hate Ekblad. It's completely understandable. So the rest of this is kind of just a hodgepodge of stuff that I just really, really liked, so I picked it up. And then some more of my John Gibson collection, because like how I am a big fan of David Wright in hockey and baseball, I'm a big John Gibson fan in hockey. So I pick up his stuff because it's ridiculously inexpensive. But we'll get to that stuff after this here. About a little Upper Deck Black Diamond, the base of John Van Beesbrook. I got this card because it's just Black Diamond. I don't really buy the boxes. But a close-up on this, the classic uniform, the gloves, and come on. Back then, when he was playing, name me another mask that was better than his mask. Mask is insanely cool, and here's a better shot of it. between the pipes from the decades 90s. Locked in Mr. Van Beesbrook there with that mask on. It's so freaking cool. Scrolling through, found this. You know, you don't see a lot of Ollie Jokinen stuff anymore. Got to meet him in real life. He was not the friendliest of people, but every other Panther I've met has been so fantastic. This one numbered to 575. But I was just like, you don't see him. He was such a great goal scorer. I just wish he was a nicer person to his fans. All right. This is a set I didn't know existed. Then I saw it on, I think, somebody else's video from Parkhurst called The Enforcers. Numbered out of 3,999, but you'll get to see some of the most badass people that you have. Wolf Payment, Joe Kerr, Marty McSorley, probably my favorite name. Marty McSorley, numbered to 399. Okay. Then we had some 3 patch cards coming up here that were just really, really fun. Like these limited. I don't know if you guys have ever seen this set from Limited. Who did it? It was Panini America. Yeah, they did this Limited Hockey 2012-13. They had these like autographs on these like pieces of swatch, generally numbered to like $4.99, somewhere around there. But this was the alternative Columbus Blue Jacket patch. Dalton Prout. You can usually get these on COMC really affordable, like under $5 a pop. Granted, not a player that everyone would be like, oh my god, I have to go get a Dalton Prout card because this is amazing. Just look at the way the card is. It is so cool. Like if you're a dealer and you set it up on at your table, this is going to catch somebody's eye. So even if you spent $3 and you put a $5 sticker on it, I mean, I know if it was me, I probably would have just paid $5 for the card. Because, like, this is a great eye appeal card to any table as well. Got this inked insignia. The patch, what's what got me. And yes, I know they are not crazy patch. Like, it's a crazy patch to me. I know it's manufactured. But inked insignias are a really cool set. Numbered to 75. On-card autograph. Very weird autograph, but what are you going to do? But again, Emil Bedstrom on that really, really cool looking little insignia there. Why not? And then this is probably the most expensive card in this entire lot. And by that, I mean it's probably the one I paid the most for, which is still like sub $20, I believe. Frederick Carlson, number 20 of 20, on-card autograph from Stature. Look at that junky patch with the R from Stars. Come on. Stature patch autos should never be less than $30, even if it's a no-name player. Like, this is such a sick card. Bookend 20 of 20, on-card autograph, chunky patch. Such a beautiful card. And we're going to finish up now with my little John Gibson obsession. But UD Canvas, Mr. Gibson, getting sprayed on, and then here he is by himself. I probably have talked about it when I did my favorite NHL cards, the little story about why I really like John Gibson. So if you want, go back and watch that. Or I can give you a small recap. Like I bought a John Gibson card with my wife the first time I'd gotten back into the hobby and went to my first show. And come to find out it was numbered 10 out of 15, so it was my birthday. So it was just a really, really funny thing, and I love how he played. I thought in Anaheim he did a fantastic job. I like that he's doing very well in Detroit now, so I'm happy about that. But yeah, I've just been a fan of him. Okay. You know, we got the Sunset Parallel here from OPC. Nice little Allure also. Sunset. Some of the Violet Pixels. I'm my man, John Gibson. This is a fun one. The Aquamarine. It's kind of funny. It's an aquamarine. It's a duck. Water themed. I don't know. Maybe I just looked into it too much. I just like the card. The color wheel. And then we end with the John Gibson Red Prism, the 199. I feel like the Red Prism is one of the ones that is the most underrated OPG Platinum parallel. Like, you can get a red prism of like your favorite player or a big player for less money than they probably should go for. Like I think this was $1.25. And I mean, I got a Kale McCarr. I think it's like a second or third year red prism, but it was like under $10 for the best defenseman in the league. So it is crazy, but platinum is always so much fun. Well, everyone, that is my COMC order. I appreciate you guys tuning in, and I hope y'all have a great day and a great night. And please like, comment, subscribe down below. Peace.